Hi everyone, I'm Sari.
And I'm Kayla.
And welcome to Pre-Shabbos Circle Time this week. We're so excited that you could join us. Can you all show us your big circles? It's circle time, it's circle time, it's circle time today. It's circle time, it's circle time. Let's all shout, hooray! I think that I need to know, what does the cow say?
Moo.
And what does the train say?
Choo-choo.
And what does the bird say?
Tweet, tweet.
The cow is in the barn, it goes moo moo moo. The train is on the track, it goes choo choo choo. The bird is in the tree, it goes tweet tweet. All are saying Moda'ani, Moda'ani lefanecha melech hai v'kayam shehachazarta bi. Nishmati bechamla rabba emunatecha. Great job, everyone. Now can you all take out your Shabbos angels? The Shabbos angels are peeking through my window. Emma's lighting candles, but no one's gone to shul. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. To every one of you, good Shabbos, everyone. We hope you have a great Shabbos this week. And let's start out with the yummiest part of Shabbos, making some challah. Let's mix the sticky batter. Watch it rise and grow. Time to do a mitzvah and pinch off a piece of dough. Braid and braid a challah as neatly as you're able. Slide in the oven, then on the Shabbos table.
We should say the bracha first.
And then we eat it. Yum! Now let's sing another special Shabbos song. Let's sing about having a dinosaur come to visit. Oh, there's a dinosaur knocking at my door. Knocking 1, 2, 3. Yes, there's a dinosaur knocking at my door, and he's come to spend Shabbat with me. First we light the candles, then we bless the wine, then we bless the challah, and we all eat dinner together. Oh, there's a dinosaur knocking at my door. Knocking 1, 2, 3. Yes, there's a dinosaur knocking at my door, and he's come to spend Shabbat with me. Great job, everyone. Now let's let Rabbi Scher tell us a little bit about this week's Parsha.
Hi everyone, it's me and Esther, and we wish you a Shabbat Shalom. In this week's Parsha, in this week's Torah portion, which is Parshat Re'eh, which is so full of wonderful mitzvot, we learn all about kosher food. So we learn about what makes an animal kosher, that it chews its cud and has split hooves. We learn about what makes fish kosher. It has fins and scales. And we learn about the birds that are kosher and birds that aren't kosher. And we also learn about not mixing milk and meat together. So all of the different laws of kosher are all in this week's Torah portion. Speaking of kosher, have a delicious Shabbat. Have a good Shabbat. We'll miss you in shul, so please give us a virtual high five or handshake when you're saying Adon Olam. Shabbat Shalom. Please make sure you notice the time on Esther's watch, and take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Rabbi Scher. This week we're going to read a really special book to you. Kayla, do you want to tell them what the book is called?
The world needs beautiful things.
Beautiful things like your dress and your fascinator, maybe.
And me.
That too.
And you.
The world needs beautiful things. From the time he was a little boy, Bezalel loved to collect things. His eyes were drawn to shiny stones, dyed strings, and even a bug if it had shiny, shimmering green wings. Bezalel brought each treasure home to his beautiful things box. Bezalel and the rest of the Israelites were slaves in Egypt. The taskmasters grew angry when Bezalel dropped bricks into the mud to pick up a scaly piece of skin shed by a snake. "Stop that!" his friends shouted. "You'll get us in trouble. Besides, you don't need all those stones, strings, and bug wings." Bezalel just smiled. Each of these things is beautiful in its own way, and the world needs beautiful things. Bezalel never stopped searching for beauty in the world. Whenever his life felt gray, he took out his beautiful things box. He pressed smooth stones to his cheeks and wrapped textured string around his fingers, forgetting for a moment that he was a slave. One day, Bezalel heard amazing news. Paro was allowing the slaves to go free, but they would have to leave Egypt immediately. The Israelites hurried to pack for their journey. Bezalel's parents begged him to leave the beautiful things box behind. "We can only take what we can carry," said his father. "And what we absolutely need," said his mother. "You don't need all those stones, strings, and bug wings." But Bezalel insisted. Each of these things is beautiful in its own way, and the world needs beautiful things. Bezalel took his beautiful things box and walked with the Israelites to freedom. Bezalel saw many beautiful things as the Israelites left Egypt, the bright full moon lighting their path, walls of water on either side of them as they crossed the Red Sea, pillars of fire and cloud that guided them on their journey. These things were too big for the beautiful things box, so Bezalel tried to collect them in his mind. He also found many things he could put in his beautiful things box. "Stop grabbing things out of the sand," moaned his parents. "You don't need more stones, strings, or bug wings." But Bezalel gripped his beautiful things box and kept walking. One day, God called to Moshe, the leader of the Israelites. "I want you to build a mishkan, a place for me to dwell when I visit the Israelites," Hashem told Moshe. "It will be like a beautiful room in your house for a special guest." Moshe was flustered. "Where are we supposed to find what we need to build your house, Hashem? We left Egypt with nothing and we're in the middle of the desert." "The Israelites can bring me gifts," Hashem said. "Gold, silver, and copper, strings of blue, purple, and red, wood, oil, and spices." "What if they don't have anything beautiful?" Moshe asked. "Everyone can find something," Hashem promised, "if they know where to look." The Israelites surrounded Moshe as he came down the mountain. "What does Hashem want?" they asked. "Hashem wants us to build a house out of beautiful things," said Moshe. There was silence. "How can we build a house for Hashem with only what we carried out of Egypt?" someone asked. Hashem suggested string. "Does anyone have string to help us get started?" asked Moshe doubtfully. "I have string," said a small voice. Everyone turned to look as Bezalel stepped forward, clutching his beautiful things box. "I have red, blue, and purple. Which does Hashem want?" The Israelites' mouths hung open as Bezalel spread his treasures on the ground. "I remember seeing trees with white flowers on the other side of the mountain," Bezalel added. "Their trunks might be good for building. I saw twisty olive trees, too." Then something strange happened. The Israelites began to see blossoms poking out of the prickly cacti and the twisty olive trees at the feet of forbidden mountains. They started their own beautiful things boxes and brought them to Bezalel. Moshe ran to tell Hashem, "You were right. We've found many beautiful things." Hashem looked at Bezalel, who was arranging stones by shade and shape. "Bezalel," said Hashem, "you will design the Mishkan." Bezalel's heart pounded. "Me?" "Yes," said Hashem. "You love beautiful things. You found them in Egypt. You found them in the desert. You will build my dwelling place because I love beautiful things too." So Bezalel described the beautiful images he saw in his mind, and together he and the other Israelites sketched his plans in the sand. Then they started building with the materials they'd collected. wood from the desert trees, dyed animal skins, and bits of metal from rings and belt buckles. And when the structure was complete, they wove tapestries, made lamps, crushed olives for oil, and mixed spices for incense. Bezalel smiled at the finished Mishkan. "This is the biggest beautiful things box ever," he said. "Now every time Hashem visits, there will be a beautiful place for Hashem to dwell."
What a great story. Now let's all stand up. And who can jump so high? And who can clap so loud? Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Torah, 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 Tziva lanu Moshe. Morah Shakehilat Yaakov. Morah Shakehilat Yaakov. Morah Shakehilat Yaakov. Torah Tziva lanu Moshe. Great job, everyone. Now can we all sit down? Now can everyone show us their quietest fingers? Twinkle, twinkle, kochavim, way up in the shamayim. If we say Shema tonight, everything will be all right. Twinkle, twinkle, kochavim, way up in the shamayim. Now, can everybody cover your eyes for Shema, please? Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'eleh asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'v'lechtecha v'haderech u'v'shavtecha u'kumecha u'kshartam liot al yodecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'ktavtam al mezuzot beitecha u'visharecha. Do-do-do-do. She's sleeping. Are you guys sleeping too? Look at all the sleeping children sleeping until noon. Come, let us wake them with a merry tune. They're so still, are they ill? Wake up, little children, hop, hop, hop. Wake up, little children, hop, hop, hop. Wake up, little children, hop, hop, hop. Hop in, stop. Great job, everyone. Now let's all stand up. I've got that Shabbos feeling up in my head, up in my head, up in my head. I've got that Shabbos feeling up in my head, up in my head today. I've got that Shabbos feeling deep in my heart, deep in my heart, deep in my heart. I've got that Shabbos feeling deep in my heart, deep in my heart today. I've got that Shabbos feeling out in my hands, out in my hands, out in my hands. I've got that Shabbos feeling out in my hands, out in my hands today. I've got that Shabbos feeling down in my toes, down in my toes, down in my toes. I've got that Shabbos feeling down in my toes, down in my toes today. Good Shabbos, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.